Welcome to another stream. I am excited for this. I have my chat open to the left of me. And we got 3 minutes, so I'm gonna fill up my water bottle, but then I will be with ya. And then we're gonna get started on a project, which hopefully, if there's anyone here, they'll be able to pick what project to work on. Because of course I can work on what I've been working on, but you know that's boring. Yeah, I like randomness, chaos. Anyways, I'm gonna let the music play for a moment, and at 12 I will be ready for ya. Alrighty, let's do this. I don't know, everyone. Pardon the wet hair. I did my showering stuff, and I didn't really brush it crazily. So, nonetheless, the stream setup's a little bit different. I'm moving my mic around so much. New chair, so I'm a bit higher up, which I don't know how I feel about yet, but I think I'll get used to it, and it's more comfy than before, so that's a big plus anyways. But yeah, how are y'all doing? And by y'all, I mean myself, because I'm the only one there. With my iPad on the side. Whoop. Just so I can do chat. I think it's a very efficient method, instead of having a second monitor, which I can totally get a second monitor. My sister has an extra one, but I don't know if it'll fit on this desk. So, what are we doing today? Well, for the moment, because there's no one here, we're going to just futz around in some projects. We'll go back to Jungle Groove and work on that, I think, to start. And then when some comes in, we'll swap to whatever they want. And, of course, we're going for an hour, because I have plans after that hour. Which is, how it's going to be. I'm opening up Ableton right now, by the way, and my timer. Just making sure everything is good. Yeah, seems like it. I should probably record. The issue that I've run into is, like, I can make a VOD of a stream, and maybe I should have a VODs channel for that, but, like, I don't know. The reason I'm just wondering is because it automatically does VOD, and I'm putting it into a folder and whatever, and it's editing it, yada, 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 onto my YouTube, but it's technically not, a VOD, because it's the stream thing. Oh, a little bit of lag. What is happening? It's, Okay, we're good. It just said no data, and I was concerned because I was lagging out over on my iPad. I was like, that can't fly. No. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that it like YouTube automatically uploads a VOD thing where it's just like the live chat and whatever. And I don't know if that's better. YouTube is not responding. Dog. Well, I had that issue before. I don't know. It looks fine. Just see, like, I'm looking at my iPad right now. Oh, it's laggy. It's definitely a little laggy. But now it's working. Okay, good. It. Sorry for the lag, guys. Um, it's delayed where I'm just like looking looking down at my iPad. There's always gonna be some delay. I don't really know how to deal with that. I don't have like the fastest Wi-Fi in the world. But it should be fine. I don't know. I'm having an error on my screen, and it's looking fine over there. In any case, I've waffled for 7 minutes so far, so let's get right to it, shall we? So also, I changed my screen so you can see I'm here in the corner now. I didn't want to cover up Ableton, and that's good because then I can close this window. Not like it matters much. Alrighty, so let me show you guys this file first, which is something I did recently, because I've been very, very interested in synthwave as a genre. I like it. It's a very fun genre. And I saw a tutorial video kind of on YouTube on how to make those chords. The sounds, sorry, in Vital. And I followed along with that. So here's what we got. Also, tell me if it's too loud. Because my bad. This is also, I'm using a technique that I didn't invent, but I love. Turn the automation on. And then we have this drums, which is not, finished at all. I wanted to get drums in that sounded like the right pattern, I guess, not necessarily the right sound. So, but again, there's no correct sound for it. There's just stuff that sounds better than others. Let me make sure my timer's running. But yeah, in any case, I was working on this, and I'll go into details in one sec, but I totally forgot to start recording. So, make sure I'm doing that. That's good. Okay. Anyways, the thing I was talking about was in here, and let me solve this. We have this pattern that I've done twice. And then, actually, let me make sure I'm showing you everything here. I think this will be better. Here is the first loop. And then in the second loop, we change it up and we add this note down here. We add a slight variation to it, which I think is very important because you don't want to bore your listeners. So, let's hear that. Yep, so we do it twice. And then now we add more notes in. We make it slightly more complex. So we're not starting with, this guy. Because that's not how a song starts. A song doesn't typically start with oh, here's the main melody. Here's this very complex sound already going on. And we're doing whatever. But it does typically start with this calmerness. Not calm, but it's a certain level of it's not the full thing yet, and you build up to it. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a build up where I just loop 4 times of a certain complexity, and then I loop another 4 times where I add more notes in so it sounds different, like this. Same with this variation. So really, we're doing in each set of four, there's this variation here, where we do the double note instead of the note space note. Technically, it's a triple note because it's, right next to each other with the loops. But we have this note, and then we have this note. This is empty, and then we do the double note again. But that's also just like, so the variation is different between all of these. And like, if I remove these, you can instantly hear the difference. And I just want you to notice when your mind or your ears or whatever, when do you get bored from listening because it's repeating too much? I would say here. I mean, technically you can do this and it's fine, but it's just like, it's not as good. The point being is that with music, you always want to introduce slight variation just to keep your mind a little bit interested, but also not too much variation where it's confusing, because you can definitely make confusing music that doesn't sound good. There's some songs, I don't have any specific examples because most of the music I like is good, but if you know the song Polyrhythm by Phonin, which is a very crazy dubstep song, dubstep, EDM, whatever, that one almost reaches that point. I mean, I still like it because there's good parts, but the main part with the whole polyrhythm thing, it confuses the ever-living hell out of me. And I know if you, listen to it 20 times, then you'll be able to understand it, but not for me. But yeah, you want to do, slight variation, but not too much, so whatever. Anyways, so yeah, we do the variation, and let me just talk about Vital here, and what I've done here. So this is very simple. I actually didn't do anything, which is kind of funny. I'm about to sneeze. So it's just full whateveriness. Default settings for Vital with the triangle wave, I think. Unless that's saw. I don't remember the difference. Let me look that up actually right now, just so I don't know how I've forgotten, because I know square and I know sine. I'm pretty sure saw wave is the one that's 1. It's yeah, it's this. And then triangle will be the one that this one is, I think. Yep, where it goes up and down and up and down. Anyways, I now know, and I'll be able to feed you correct information in the future. It's funny because that's such a simple thing, and I haven't used the names enough to really be oh yeah, let me articulate what this is. No, I haven't done that in freaking forever. Anyways, next sound. This is the meat and potatoes of the thing, because I actually did stuff. Essentially, here we're doing some pitch changes for this guy. Nothing for here. And distortion and phaser. And I was following a video, which I couldn't give you the exact name of it right now, but I could find it. And I was following along, and then I also kind of went off on my own with some of it. So, really, I think tutorials are great because they tell you kind of how to do stuff. But typically, I don't like doing exactly what the other person's doing, because first of all, I'm not going to do as good as a job, and second of all, there's no science for it. If someone's here's exactly how you make synthwave. Yeah, it's not exactly how you make it. There's many ways to make it. I mean, if the video is you want to emulate that retro sound and whatever, then yeah, that's how you do synthwave, emulating retro sound. And then it gives you tips, and that's great. But if it's just yeah, first it has to be this pattern, I'm leaving this video right now, because that's just not helpful at all to anyone. Because then you just make the same exact song as someone. That's dumb. And that's also why I hate type beats, which this is kind of unrelated, but I hate them. In the fucking music production Discord, I see so many people are like Kanye type beat, and I'm like, do you have an identity of your own at fucking all? Like, I don't understand. You do music, and you just speech. That's not the word. You just take a hot dump on all of music by being like, yeah, I just copied someone who already made something. I'm like, okay, sure, you can do that. That's fine. But, like, who are you? Make your own thing. Do something interesting. That's what I care about. I don't care that you can replicate someone's style. If you want to be inspired by someone, go for it. That's amazing. But, like, type beats are literally just people who make it pretty much exact copies of something, or like in the style of, and that's a fun challenge. But like, keep it as a challenge. Keep it in your folder somewhere. You don't need to post it, because I don't really. No one's like, you know what I want to listen to right now? Type beats. I've never heard that. I've never heard someone like on a fucking Saturday, July 13th, be like, yeah, it's Type Beat Tuesday, or I don't know. Anyways, we have that, and then I added in this hi-hat pattern, which is very simple, because it's just on every beat, essentially. Oops. And then it's auto filter frequency riser, which I kind of just threw this together pretty quickly, so there wasn't really a science behind it. But typically I would probably not use an auto filter. For hi-hats, I would just use like volume and make them louder. But again, this project was kind of quick. So then we have drums, which normal kick, no effects, nothing like that. Then snare pattern is kind of fun. So we have like the snare, and then we have snare, snare, and then snare. I did just realize, by the way, that my AC is on, so I'm gonna turn that off because it's probably, whoop, it's probably loud. Give me 1 second. Then my water bottle. Okay, we're back. But in any case, I was doing like a typical pattern, and then I was like, I want to double it up here, so it hits after and then before each kick. So let me start from the beginning. The goal, just the variation and a bit of a groove with the hi-hats. Yeah. So in any case, that's that project, which I just wanted to show off because it was like my like 100th time or something doing synthwave. I'm still not good at it, but it's a genre that I hold near and dear to my heart for a lot of reasons. Big fan of it. But, I mean, I can't say that it's my favorite because I don't have a favorite genre of music. It changes like every week. This week, to give you an answer of which one it is this week, I think it would be maybe chill hop. Let me open up my Spotify and not play anything because I can't do that unless I'm like reviewing it. But yeah, chill hop, like stuff like in here, Bureaucratic, Joey Pecoro, mostly Joey Pecoro because his music's amazing. Andrew, can't go wrong with that. But also like Bureaucratic is really good. Some high quality stuff there. Anyways, let's go to the main event, I guess, because there's no one in chat. So it's crazy. It's funny because yesterday there was, last time I streamed, there was 2 people. And now there's no one. Which is crazy. Big boo to you guys. Boo. No, I'm kidding. Join my next stream. Boo. Alright. Anyways. So this one, if you're watching this, you may have remembered. And if you're new, then you don't. So we'll go through, play it once. And yeah, and then like if I've started for what 21 minutes. Yeah, and then we may, by the way, do half an hour instead of a full hour today. I said I would do an hour, but I do have like fun things planned, and if I'm just futzing around here with no one else besides myself, then I'm gonna end stream and call my friend and work on some music on call, which is just more fun than talking to the void. So, um, whatever. Anyways, we start this off with this intro using a sample. I'm not huge on samples typically, but if you affect them, then then it's fine. If you change them up enough, then it doesn't really matter. We have this one, which is Vital thing that I made. And then this guy is another sample. Which again, I said this in a previous video, but the whole point is sampling, layering, makes texture. So this is a lot of texture for the beginning, just so your ears get this like ear candy. So there's this noise, and then also this like tapping, like you're tapping top of a jar or something. I don't know. And then here we use a plugin which I like, but is paid, so I'm not a huge fan. But it's Amigo Sampler. It's basically like Ableton Simpler, but a little more advanced in some ways. I think. I don't actually know if it is. But it's good for like drum and bass sampling. I know that much. In any case, I use it for this it's a drum break transition. Then this one is just some drum kit. So with this guy, then we have this vocal kit. This is just shimmer, I think. So, I mean, sounds pretty cool. And then that noise they're hearing down here, we have this guy, which is strings that are using my it's not my technique. I found it from I think it was maybe Moonboy, but it's a stuttering technique. So I'm doing that, and then here we have this bass sound, which is auto filter, reverb, and that's it. And then we go here. This is a piano, a bass thing. Erosion, auto filter, reverb. Now the bass is really hard to hear, and honestly, it may not be able to be heard, but it's in the mix. I think you can kind of hear it. Yeah, I think the top parts. It's very light. But again, texture, layering, does a little bit. So then over here, we go to this piano part. It's just E piano with RS20. this. Which I'm gonna say something about this song, and to basically more than half of the population, it'll make no sense. But to a random small subset of people, this will make sense. There's a game on Steam called Occupy White. Oh God, I can't spell. I don't need to spell good enough. Occupy White Walls. This game, very very fun. It's a free game. But essentially, what you do in it is you build art museums, and you can do like your normal art museum and whatever, but then you can also do stuff that are like ethereal, out of world, floating, stuff. But in any case, it's like such a fun little game, and the music for it sounds pretty much like this, like with the ethereal reverbiness. Less so the drum parts, but... And this one, by the way, is this basic bright echo, reverb, auto filter. Then this is build up. Then we drop. So this first guy is the first transition thing, and then we just switch to this solely because it sounds better where it fits, So, yeah. Then we have this. I forgot I should do this. So I need to work a bit more on the end of the song, but... That's what it sounds like. And why I did this is because I was watching Andrew Huang yesterday, just by clicking around. Because yesterday I spent a while trying to work on some things and fix some things for my channel. So I don't really have any specifics for you besides working on the Discord, which that'll be a while till that's ready, because I'm never happy with stuff I make. No, I'm kidding. I did a lot of progress anyways. But next thing will be like, what is it? I was working on, it's just the more like scenes for the streams or whatever. In any case, I was looking at how other people have their recording set up, and I saw a video by Andrew Huang, and he was talking about a technique that you can use, and now I'm going to use that technique, which is essentially make a clip the size of your full song, so that when you click on it, it'll render out the whole song, and yet you can still go in here and activate loops of certain lengths. I did it wrong. I meant to do something like this. Now if I click here, then I can also just loop the full song, which is kind of funny. But the point is, it makes it easier to render stuff out. If you have a loop, typically it'll render that loop or whatever, or you'll have issues. But also, I have it a little bit past the end to accommodate for the reverb. So you can hear this. There's less reverb, but then that would be the true end of the song versus here. In any case, this is what I've done in the past week, I think. So we're going to get started and work on this for a little bit. It may just be like 8 minutes. It probably will be, because that's how much time is on my timer till 30, and, one's here, which maybe I should be waiting longer and then people will come, but I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I want to do other stuff. So, whatever. Anyways, 7 minutes, see what we get done. I think the intro needs a little something. Go to Vital, because I typically do that. I like this sound. I have to like reach over and my mic won't reach, but I have to reach over if I'm trying to input a sound in at the same time as using my mouse, because I gotta switch hands. In any case, like pick a note. Very subtle, I like it. Everything's gotta be green. I'm quite hungry, it seems. Got the big rumbles here. We're all good, though. I think after the intro, we don't need it. It's just more like intro noise. It's hard to tell that's there. I can hear it, though. Let me try something else. No. I love how none of those work. Maybe this. No, I think I already have that in there. We'll go back. There we go. That's fine. Okay. Now what next? We want... Don't know. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, I was testing with this. I remember now. Yeah, that's a thing for another time. Maybe you want a high note. Is that crazy? Cool. I found it. Then we do like, oh, duplicate it. Cool. And of course we're going to auto filter it so it's very in the background. Hue and filter. No. Too loud. It's better. Alright, I'll shoot 2 more minutes, then I can eat. I'm like spacing out. What is this? Weird. I kind of feel like I could auto-filter this one, maybe. No. Definitely not. Nope. None of that. Alright. Okay. I know, I mean, this song has kind of reached a point where I could totally mix, master, be done. So, you know, I'm just like doing my last checks, I guess. And trying to find something to add. Because I hate mixing. I hate mastering. And I think every music producer does. It's the least fun part. There's no creativity in it. You're just mixing shit. Well, I mean, technically there is, but like, less so than the song making process. I kind of feel like this one I want to remove. Yeah. The reason is I don't like that that I'm hearing in the mix. Still hear it. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna head out because I am so hungry. Next time I plan to. Oh my god, what the heck? The live looks so bad there. I didn't even realize. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. Sorry that it's only 30 minutes. Well, technically it's 39, but it's just because like I have plans. I'm hungry and no one's here. So stop beeping. Anyways, I will see you guys when I see you guys next, which I may record a video tomorrow. Those have been doing good, and I may or may not edit it tomorrow. Someone said I should to fix the pace, but I may just try and talk better. Anyways, love you guys. I will see you guys soon. And stream. Oh, stream will stop immediately and no longer be live. Oh no.